There is one product sitting in your makeup bag right now that is adding 10 years to your face every single morning. And after 30 years painting faces in Hollywood, I can tell you the industry will never admit it because they sell it to you by the truckload. Today, I am giving you 7 Korean makeup tricks that took decades off my most famous clients, plus the 5 mistakes you must never make after 50. Mistake number 3 is the one in your bag. Watch till the end to find out which one it is. Number 7, hydrate like a Korean actress before a single drop of makeup touches your face. Walk through any beauty hall in Seoul and you will see rows of essences, serums, and creams because Korean artists spend more time on skin prep than on the makeup itself. Mature skin is thirstier than it was at 30, and dry skin grabs foundation and drags it straight into every fine line. So here is the ritual. A hydrating toner pressed in with your palms, a single drop of facial oil warmed between your fingers, a rich moisturizer, and then you wait a full 5 minutes while it all sinks in. I have watched this one step take a client from cakey by lunch to fresh at wrap time. Makeup can only ever look as good as the canvas underneath it, and a plump, dewy canvas reads young on camera every single time. Number 6, put the brush down and start pressing. In Hollywood, I was trained to buff foundation in circles with a dense brush, and for years I dragged product across beautiful faces like I was painting a fence. Korean artists tap. They press foundation into the skin with their fingertips or a damp sponge, one thin veil at a time, and the difference on mature skin is night and day. Dragging pushes product into creases and lifts the fine hairs on your cheeks so everything looks fuzzy and cakey. Pressing melts the foundation into the skin so it becomes your skin, just smoother. Warm one pump between your fingers, press it into the center of your face where you actually need coverage, and let the edges fade to nothing near your hairline. That second skin finish is the entire secret behind the glow you see on Korean television. Number 5, retire the powder blush and go cream top to bottom. Powder products sit on top of mature skin like dust on a windowsill, and by mid-afternoon, they cling to every dry patch you did not know you had. Cream blush, cream bronzer, cream highlighter. They move with your face instead of cracking against it, and placement matters just as much as formula. Korean artists sweep blush higher than we were ever taught, up on the cheekbone toward the temple, which quietly lifts the entire face. Tap it in with your ring finger, one small dot at a time, and stop while it still looks like you just came in from a brisk walk. When a director asks me why an actress suddenly looks 10 years younger in the dailies, half the time the honest answer is that I threw out her powder blush. Number 4, use half the concealer in 1/3 of the space. The under eye area is the first place makeup betrays a woman over 50 because we pile concealer across the entire socket and it settles into every little crinkle by 10 in the morning. Korean artists do the opposite. They brighten only the small triangle of shadow at the inner corner, right beside the nose, where the darkness actually lives. One thin layer patted with the pad of your finger until it disappears. The outer half of the eye, where the smile lines are, gets almost nothing because bare skin creases far more gracefully than caked concealer ever will. If you take one thing from this entire video, let it be this. Under the eye, less product does not mean less coverage. It means fewer places for the light to find a line. Number 3. Blur your lip line instead of fighting it. Lips thin as we age, and the sharp lip liner we all wore in the 80s starts bleeding into those little vertical lines around the mouth. The Korean gradient lip solves both problems at once. Dab color into the center of your lips with your fingertip and let it soften to nothing at the edges, like you just finished a lovely glass of red wine. No hard liner, no crisp edge for the color to escape from. The blurred edge tricks the eye into seeing fuller, younger lips, and it wears off gracefully instead of leaving that dreaded ring by dinner time. I use this trick on camera constantly because a soft, diffused lip photographs 15 years younger than a sharply lined one. Choose a rosy stain, press, blur, done. It takes 30 seconds and it changes your whole face. Number 2, straighten the brow, soften the line, lift the eye. Thin, overarched, drawn-on brows are one of the fastest ways to look severe, and severity reads as age. Korean artists favor a straighter, fluffier, softly filled brow that relaxes the entire face. Brush the hairs up, fill only the sparse spots with light, feathery strokes, and let the tail sit natural instead of dragging it down toward your ear, because a drooping tail pulls the whole eye down with it. Then trade the harsh black liner for a soft brown pencil smudged just along the upper lash line and tilted ever so slightly up at the outer corner. On set, we call that little flick insurance because it lifts a tired eye faster than any eye cream on the market. Soft brow, soft line, lifted corner, 10 years gone. And number one, the trick that makes every other trick on this list actually work. Wear a foundation that was made for mature skin. Everything I just taught you falls apart if the base itself is wrong, and for years I could not find one formula I trusted under studio lights. There is one now. It helps blur fine lines, smooths texture, looks natural instead of heavy, and it is almost impossible to oxidize, so it never turns that dreaded orange by mid-afternoon. It uses color-changing technology that adapts to your exact skin tone the moment you press it in, which is why hundreds of women describe it as their skin, but better. It is called Luxe. It is not in stores yet, but it is the #1 best-selling foundation on Amazon right now. The link is in the description, or scan the QR code on your screen. If it is gone, it is gone. Results may vary, of course, but you can imagine what a base like this does underneath everything we just covered. And if you comment the word secret, I will send you one more secret step for mature skin that may help your makeup last 12 hours or more. Make sure you are subscribed or I cannot reach you. Now, before we get to the mistakes, if this is helping you, hit subscribe because I share 30 years of Hollywood makeup room secrets on this channel every week, and you will want to stay for this next part because the tricks only work if you stop undoing them. These are the 5 mistakes counting down to the worst one, and yes, number 3 is the one sitting in your makeup bag right now. Mistake number 5, going matte from forehead to chin. Matte foundation, matte lipstick, matte everything was the law in the 90s, and a lot of us never repealed it. But a fully matte face on mature skin looks flat, chalky, and honestly a little tired. Young skin has light bouncing off it, a little life in the surface, and matte formulas erase every bit of that. Every velvet matte liquid lipstick I have ever tested settles into lip lines within the hour, and matte bases cling to texture like static. You do not need a disco ball glow, darling. You need satin, a satin base, a creamy lipstick, a whisper of sheen on the high points of the face. Keep matte for one place only, and that is your eyeshadow, where shimmer would settle into the crease. Everywhere else, let the skin look alive. Mistake number 4, reaching for more coverage every time you spot a line. It feels logical. See a flaw? Cover the flaw. But foundation is not spackle, and mature skin punishes thick layers by cracking them wide open at the first smile. The heavier the coverage, the more mask-like the finish, and a mask never reads as young. It reads as makeup. Korean artists cover strategically instead, a sheer base everywhere, and a tiny brush of concealer only on the spot that truly needs it, a dark patch here, a red spot there. Everything else stays skin. I have taken actresses from full glam down to half the product and watched them look younger in the monitor within minutes. If you can see the texture of your foundation before you see the texture of your skin, you are wearing too much. Scale it back and watch what happens. Mistake number 3, the one I promised you. Open your makeup bag and pull out that jar of translucent setting powder because that is the product adding 10 years to your face every single morning. The industry will never say this out loud because setting powder sells by the truckload, but powder needs oil and plumpness to melt into, which is why it disappeared into your skin at 25 and sits on top of it at 55. It catches in every fine line under the eyes, dulls the glow you just built, and creates that dry, crepey, flowered look the moment you step into daylight. If you truly need to lock down your T-zone, press the smallest amount into the center of your forehead and the sides of your nose with a puff, and stop there. Under the eyes, nothing. Across the cheeks, nothing. Your face will move a little through the day, and that is fine. Faces are supposed to move. Mistake number 2, ringing the entire eye in dark liner. Lining the lower waterline in black was gorgeous on all of us in 1987, and today it is shrinking your eyes and dragging them down like an anchor. Dark liner underneath closes the eye, deepens the shadows, and by afternoon, it migrates into the fine lines below, giving you smudgy circles you never had. Keep the definition where it lifts. A soft brown or taupe line along the upper lashes only, smudged so there is no hard edge. And if you want something below, a whisper of the same shade under the outer third of the lower lashes and nothing more. Then curl the lashes and give the outer corners an extra coat of mascara. Open, lifted, awake. That is what younger eyes actually look like, and no amount of black waterline liner will ever get you there. And mistake number 1, the worst of them all. Wearing a foundation that fights your skin instead of working with it. The wrong formula oxidizes orange by noon, settles into every line we just spent this whole video softening, and undoes all 7 tricks in one stroke of a brush. If your face and your neck are 2 different colors in photographs, or your makeup looks lovely at 8 in the morning and exhausted by 2, the problem was never your age. It was the bottle. This is exactly why I told you about Luxe at number 1. The color-changing technology adapts to your skin so you are never stuck orange. It will not settle into fine lines the way traditional formulas do, and it is the closest thing to your skin, but better that I have found in 30 years of standing in Hollywood makeup trailers. It is the number 1 best-selling foundation on Amazon right now, and it is not in stores yet. The link is in the description, or scan the QR code on your screen. If it is gone, it is gone. So there it is. 7 Korean tricks, 5 mistakes, and 30 years of Hollywood secrets in one sitting. Start with just 2 changes tomorrow morning. Press instead of drag, and put the powder puff down. Then look at yourself in the mirror at 3 in the afternoon and tell me what you see. Do not forget to comment the word secret so I can send you that extra step for 12-hour wear, and make sure you are subscribed or I cannot reach you, because next week I am covering the eye makeup rules that completely changed after 50. You have been painting your face the same way for 30 years, darling. Give me 1 week and I will show you what these hands learned in Hollywood. See you in the next one.